And
do our
welcome.
intros, sir.
Here we are, everybody. After that little interesting digression, we've got NrS.Ranged being the purple Protoss in the top right, yet again on this map, I might say. And his opponent is going to be TSL.Hyun, the red Zerg in the bottom left, as game number 2 of this semifinals has begun.
Wow. And I mean, after the last game, last game was just completely crazy. Where Hyun took advantage of that time where he can max out a lot quicker, and just a few bad force fields placed, and we saw what happened there.
Yeah, I mean, Ranged had a really rough time defending that because he went for a few things that made it incredibly difficult. One, and the chief thing about that point, was the very fast third base. He's forced to delay if he wants to get some kind of Colossus deck or something, if he's going to go for that. And there's that really rough time where he tries to go for that. He was attempting to get Blink as well, and his force fields, though they were good, he had way too much surface area that he would need to cover and defend with those force fields. And Hyun, he had 4 bases of larva at that point. He may have even had a macro hatch. I don't really remember that part.
He did have a macro hatch.
Yeah, so he literally had 4 bases and 5 hatches of larva, and he had those things quickly. And that's a lot of spawn larva on top of the actual hatch reproduction itself. And Range is not wasting any time in blocking off the natural.
No, he's going for his normal build that he's been doing every game we've seen him so far.
Yeah, and I really want this. Wait, do you remember what the third map is going to be for this?
Shack.
Shack?
Oh,
Shack.
Okay. Never mind then. My opponent's going to make was going to be irrelevant. I basically just want to see him do a gateway expand to varied up. But it seems like he's taking a similar viewpoint as a lot of the top tosses as of late, with Forge Fast Expand is the best possible opener.
See, I'm a big fan. I know you don't like it, but I'm a big fan of Forge Fast Expands.
Yeah.
I absolutely do like them. The problem is, though, a lot of players on NA I played, they see it, and if it's a Zerg player, they're like, oh, I'm just going to Ling all in you. And then you have to go to defending.
Yeah, and that's, that can usually be, as long as you see it coming time, you can throw down a few more cannons, throw down a few more buildings, go for the wall.
Yeah.
And it can be safe, but right now, actually Ranged, I'm kind of nervous about his building placement right now. He needs to get down like a cybernetics core, another gateway right over here if he wants to be able to wall off his front. Because he's got a gap between all of these spots. I'm curious about SimCity on this one. But also, look at Hyun and this so forward Overlord. When do you ever see a Zerg with an Overlord in the front of the tosses base like this? You can't...
well, you can see it quite often. It's just very risky. But one of the things that a Zerg player has to consider is the scouting information that Overlord can give me, is it worth possibly risking losing it?
Yeah, but I mean, take a look at the bottom Overlord. Like, I was thinking, I didn't, granted, I will just say, like, I flat out didn't finish my point and kind of slacked on that. Because probably because it just came to me, trying to cover my own butt. But this Overlord over here could easily just move in and look for at the front.
Yes and no. At the same time, this one here at the right entrance allows him to kind of see the tech, see a little bit of what's going on. The other one can move around and go wait for like a third coming in, see if anything gets sneaked around. And as you can see, he's now going to go ahead and change their positions and move this second one that was at the bottom over towards the natural to see more inside, to see about the gases, see what Protoss is doing, and he's going to replace the first Overlord in the original position of where that bottom one was.
I just got owned.
You got owned by what? Oh, by her?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that, honestly, that was right and I was wrong. Yeah.
Alright,
Oh,
so...
Range just got completely... Oh, almost completely...
Almost.
Travis
So close.
Well, I'll leave it at that. But I mean, I'm trying to figure out which way Range is going to go again because I mean, looks like he's got.
He seems to be doing a similar thing. He's going for the robo and everything, but the robo I feel is faster than what he's done before.
It is, and he's not going to get that OB. That OB is going to get away.
That it is.
I can blame me not getting food as of yet. That could be why I messed up that beginning spiel.
Oh wow, really?
Oh, okay.
We're going to start blaming you not getting food.
We're gonna blame the food now. That's a great excuse. In that case, maybe Hand from above needs to get some food. Maybe I do too, so we don't all mess up our spiels.
Yeah.
Now this is messed up. I don't care.
Okay.
That's good. All I know is that I always feel bad. I'm like, misinformation. I'm sorry, stream and everything. But
No, it happens. I mean, don't worry about it. It's just, you have to remember, I have a slight advantage over you in regards to knowing about the Overlord placement. I'm a Zerg player.
okay,
So-
I'll buy that.
That's kind of the advantage there for me, is I understand the importance of having that there. As you can see, right now, Hyun can see all of these units moving over, and he had that Overlord, that third Overlord, near that area where the third would go. So he knows exactly what's going on, just because of those positions.
Now, Miss
Yeah.
Zerg player, I will throw this to you then. He's making
Okay.
10 roaches and a lot more. Do you think he's going to pressure that third with those roaches?
I think he should, yes, but he's not going to be able to because Protoss is going to wall it off just like the last time.
Oh, and finally
So
we see Hussein
instead,
Phoenixes.
he'll probably go and try and do something to the natural.
Okay, so
Meanwhile, he is taking his fourth.
Wow, very quick fourth.
yeah, I mean he sees the fast third of range once again, and this I don't understand why he's doing the exact same thing. He just got crushed doing this. I mean now he's throwing down a few more cannons and trying to play it safer and everything, but it's going to be very hard to wall off in time. These roaches are running off, and they're speed roaches. Lair tech is out and everything. These roaches are speed roaches. They're going to have +1 imminently. And we do see Ranged has an Immortal out, but where is that Immortal going? Oh, there's the other army following it too, okay.
These roaches look like they want to get something done.
The thing
But
is, they're not going to be able to get much done here.
no,
Are they going to
no.
be able to get that pylon? Oh,
They're going.
they're going
No, they're
for
going
it,
for the
but-
cannons.
Yeah, Ranged really needs to fix these single pylons over here. Like so far, only one of these buildings is actually covered by more than one pylon.
You're right. Definitely pylons of doom. I don't know why he keeps doing that to himself, but...
And look at this. Hyun is max, just going from complete roaches. I mean, yeah, they see it, but right now, Range doesn't have an army that can deal with that many roaches.
And also, by the way, Hyun has both a Hydra Den and a Spire either completing or made. And with that type of switching, it makes it very hard for Ranged to get a proper scout, because both are there. He can switch at the drop of a larva. And I like this move with the Phoenix, though, following this Roach army.
Well,
That's kind of funny.
what we're going to see happen in this match is something we saw earlier. We're going to see Hyun go ahead. He's going to pressure this third base with a ground army, and then go in and get as much damage as he can. Probably with another army. Like, like an air army, or take the Hydras and go and attack the natural.
There's a ton of Lings out there too.
Yeah,
So in this army, he's almost maxed already.
Yeah, he's actually switched from going pure Roach to Ling Hydra, which is very, very smart. Both those compositions are very good with spending money. And now, look at this. Range is going pure Immortal. He's completely skipping the Colossus. So we do see a deviation that I definitely endorse in general, but now he's getting hit by Hydras.
Yeah, but now the Hydras are out there, and he can't do anything about it. He's gonna lose.
This is Brood War. This is Hydras sieging up against a
Exactly.
Forge fastest been in
Yeah.
Brood War.
That's
Yep.
because Hydras, the one thing about them is as long as you can keep them back and away from things like Zealots, they're great. Their range is amazing. The problem is for most cases,
There's the force
rogues
field
get
you
too
want.
Those
There
are
are
nice.
force fields, it delayed it, but those Hydras are doing a great job of cleaning up and making room so that the army can just run around those force fields and not care.
The real problem is that the sentries are in front, and now we've seen about 6 fall. And
Exactly.
so that's a lot less energy that they could have. Oh, and here we see a
There is the
Colossus.
Colossus.
First Colossi.
Colossus will help out a ton. He should clean this up, no problem. He's gonna lose the third.
Yeah, and
I actually, this is not a bad at all for ranged. But now this is where it gets worse. The corruptors are almost there,
yeah,
so the Colossus advantage will disappear.
yeah, I mean, but how many of those Lings are going to be dead before that happens? And that's a really, really important thing, because Lings and Hydras are the main army composition for Hyun right now, and obviously Colossi are good against that. But losing at a third, how much will that delay factor really get into this? Hyun now has a 4th base up and running. We can see how his income is definitely ahead, but the range could make better use of the units in terms of cost effectiveness.
Yeah, well, Hyun is back up to full.
Well, quite honestly, one of Range's biggest mistakes so far has been that Pylon of Doom. And while the Pylon of Doom
Force
did
field,
not,
there you go.
Alright.
while it didn't bring about his demise yet, it did earlier on throughout this tournament.
Oh, and look at that. There goes all the Lings, basically. Unfortunately, the Colossus are doing their damage. They're dropping not as quick as they should, but I like the pinch move behind.
And now with those Colossi dead, looks like Hyun will be pushing back, but Range still has a fairly solid army. I mean, Mortals, granted they aren't the best against Hydras, but when you get to the point where the Hydras are still not very high in number, Mortals will wreck Hydras. Especially when you move into this situation.
I
where
like
Josh-
Range actually chasing after this army.
Yeah,
This is smart.
he really needs to actually make something happen right now. He can't give Hyun more of an opportunity to macro up a very, very large army. Because if he can keep being aggressive, force Hyun back, Range can get time to get up his third completely safe, and maybe even try and get up a 4th or something. But as of right now, he's handling this pressure fairly well.
He definitely is, and looks like he's gonna try to take the middle one here with the 5 or the 6 mineral patches and the Vespian, the rich Vespian.
Problem is, he's about to lose it now. Oh,
We'll
maybe not.
See, it's a lot of force fields, and if he can get the force fields in the chokes, he can make them very cost effective. There we see a couple, 3 good ones. Now he's going to move in. But he doesn't have Blink though. Blink isn't done yet, and now we're going to see him get in a nice attack. Hyun looks like he's going to hook around here with a few Lings and some Hydras. But he's got to be very, very careful with how this army gets managed, because if he gets caught,
Ooh, free Hydra.
yeah.
He also cost Ranged a little bit of minerals by forcing the cancel.
Yeah, I think what Range is more worried about is the time.
Yeah, because let's get into Brood War time here, or Brood Lord here.
Yeah, I mean, the Hive is 3/4 of the way done, and Infestors are about to be able to be made once that Infestor... There we go, Patching the Lance is 33 seconds complete, easy to end, but now we're about to see this base get completely shut down. Yeah.
And here it comes. Beautiful force fields. There's what you want, but unfortunately, there's just so many Hydras. And
Hydras
yeah,
and Roaches, great combo.
the Immortals are up front. The Immortals don't do well against Hydras at that point.
Yeah, and now we're seeing them get shut down, but Range is very Stalker heavy. He does have good Blink Micro, but these Hydras are not dying. They're just happily DPSing in the back, and a lot of them have multiple kills, and they're just going to keep moving in. And Range is no longer being...
Ooh, there's a Colo!
But this Colossus is going to seriously save him in this battle.
You don't blink around all of those Hydras.
Yeah, but the problem is that he still doesn't have that 4th up. And he's going to get starved out soon. Look at his natural. He has one awkwardly very full mineral patch that has almost 7 times the minerals of some of the other ones. That's a little weird. Just one pro mining that one.
That's kind of weird. Do you notice he's not building any Corruptors, though? Now that he's showing Colos out in the field again.
All right, we actually got +3 missile attacks going down for Hyun, and we do not see a Greater Spire. Don't see any Ultras, Cavern, anything. I guess just wants the next attack upgrade. And I do have the Nexus on the for the 4th.
Oh, is he gonna be able to do anything here? Nope.
Not with 3 Colossi against this. But you see a few units get picked off. Nice move by Range just to get a free few units. And there's a 5th also coming down for Hyun.
Cracklings are on the way. He's getting that researched right now, as well as ground carpus level 2 and missile attacks level 3. So all of those units are going to do a lot more very, very soon.
Oh, we have 5 infestors coming in here to move in. You see some nice force fields, some preemptive force fields too, but there are the fungals. Now we're getting at a full surround of the roaches, but are there enough infested Terrans?
Infested Terrans!
Oh, that's a lot of infested Terrans. It's going to be a huge amount of DPS, and we're going to see the stalkers melt to the infested Terrans. Nice.
Beautiful micro of the Colossus, though.
Yeah, the Colossi
That's
need
true.
support, though. They need some more support. Those roaches are doing a great job of outrunning the Colossus, and there's a fungal going to eliminate a couple of those Colossi. This is the top one. The bottom one does fall. The top one is the only one left. And the Lings are going to try and stream in and take it out.
And only enough energy for one infested Terran. Those infestors are gone, but they definitely did their job. Look at the difference in the population right now. 127 for Hyun, and Ranged barely coming back up to 113 as of now.
But Ranged has his 4th up and running, and I don't think Hyun has scouted it.
No, he hasn't.
He has not. We can't. Unfortunately, we can't tell when that fog of war was killed. So we don't know exactly when it was in. But Ranged has 5 cannons here, and he's really being careful. Hyun is now going to start mining from his 5th, but the income is now basically even. Hyun will go a little bit ahead once this starts kicking in, but this is going to be risky for
now
him.
He's going after it.
Yeah.
He senses something's up in his.
Yeah, and now he's getting hit. Cannons are going to delay nicely. Range going to move in with the Stalkers and the Colossus. And that's going to be enough to force Hyun back. But ooh, Lings and Hydras are going to start reinforcing in here. There's no sentries. He can't. Range cannot force with this choke, and now it's going to be a large army. Colossi are doing a great job of trying to do some damage, but this top one is completely unprotected.
Yeah, but no one's taking after it.
That's really odd. There are a few
That's
Lings.
true. So Ranged is probably going to hold this off.
Yeah,
So that was really bad on Hyun's part. He should not have allowed himself to get caught like that without any air to help deal with Range's
Now we have high
Colossi.
temps.
But no Psystorm. Will these be more from the Archons, or will he just using that for feedback, essentially?
No, I'm betting you're going to see Archons.
Yeah, there we go. Archons. He's an even amount of them. There you go. We've already seen Ranged enjoy his Archons. He was going for them instead of Psystorm against those Mutas.
Hey!
What?
They're Fleet Beacon.
Fleet Beacon? Ah, Fleet Beacon. Fleet Beacon.
Oh, are we going for the Archon toilet?
We actually might be going for some kind of Archon toilet kind of play, but Ranged is going to continue to move along and get a lot more Archons. This is a really interesting army composition, actually. To have the Stalkers, an Immortal, Archons, and Colossus. This is a very, very DPS-oriented...
Especially because they're 3-2 there, Killer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alright, and now I do say that the Stalkers are for DPS because of the fact that they have Blink, they'll stay alive, and that means DPS because they'll just never die. Assuming they're controlled well. Yeah, because range is kind of good.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't think... It's been a long time since I've seen something this late game.
Yeah, this is really cool. We're actually almost at the half-hour mark on
I
this.
want to see Ultras then.
Ooh,
And there we go! We have a mama ship!
There
No,
it is.
no mama ship.
You,
Bad.
You don't enjoy the
No
mama.
Halo. No Halo. Shh.
Alright, so now you have a lot of versus. They do have the +3 attack. That's a pretty big deal for the Hydras, but they need to actually stay alive. We're watching this. Oh, this poor simulator goes down. Now we're gonna
There's
see
the
push.
big engagement.
Oh, but there's a lot
Oh.
of units. There's actually a
Yes.
Young can get a good strike. He can move in, push up, and get everything attacking. If he does that, Ranged may just die. You see
Hyun has
corruption.
got this right now. He just won that battle.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
oh no, but look at all these. If only a greater Spire was
He
out.
needed at least a sentry or two.
Yeah, and now Range is definitely in trouble. These Hydras with their +3 attack are ripping apart everything. There are no more Colossi on the way. There's no Psy Storm. Hyun is... Oh, he may even stop the +3 armor from getting down.
It's getting close, but I think this is it. Because Mama ain't gonna save ya.
This is really, really
Like I said, no Halo.
And weirdly enough, there's still no greater Spire. Even with the high tech, I'm kind of surprised that Hyun isn't just throwing it down just in case. He doesn't exactly have much money, but he's just streaming in so much. Range should be going down in a second.
Oh, he's gonna pick off the Mama ship as soon as it comes out.
Yeah. And that's gonna fall so quickly. That was the most short-lived mothership I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, this is looking like Range's days. There's the GG.
Yep, GG.
So, I mean...
I think we just wanted to see the Mama ship. Because
yeah.
then someone could bust out a Mama joke.
Yeah, now Hyun's going to go ahead and move on to the finals, so really, really good job by Hyun to go ahead and win that series 2-0. Ranged really put up a great fight of a half-hour game for game number 2. And we got finals coming up with Hyun, and we can check on the next semifinals as well.